hope you all are safe and healthy at home. You know children, today I am really excited as we are going to learn something very interesting and useful too. But as I am in a good mood today, so I would like to chant a small rhyme. There is a lovely tree, a lovely tree, a beautiful lovely tree, and the green grass grows around, and the green grass grows around. I hope you might have guessed what we are going to learn today. Yes, you have guessed it rightly. Today we are going to learn a poem on trees. Isn't it very exciting, children? You have read many rhymes and poems about trees in your primary classes and also in your 6th standard, right? But the more we learn about trees and the more we try to read about their benefits, the more we become aware and we learn to protect and preserve trees and our environment. So before we move on to the poem, let's quickly try to understand what are the benefits we get from trees. We all know that trees are life to us, isn't it? In our day-to-day life, right from the products we use every day in our life, maybe food, isn't it? Our furniture, houses, buildings, everything, medicines that we use, herbs, okay? Trees are everywhere in our life. Can we imagine a life without trees, children? Not at all. Trees provide us life. They make the place clean and beautiful and green. And trees are the precious gifts of nature. So children, as we try to understand the benefits of trees, please look at your screen and then later on as I try to explain you the poem, look at your textbook if you have one at home, or you can look at the screen also very carefully so that we try to understand what is the message that the poet has tried to give us. Children, this poem has been written by Shirley Bower and she has very beautifully expressed the benefits of trees. Now look at the screen, children. The importance of trees. Now when we look at this chart, okay, we can see that, we get fresh air, oxygen from trees, which is very important for us to have a healthy life, isn't it? And they also remove carbon dioxide. They reduce erosion. You might have learnt about this in your science and social science subjects too. Because trees are something which are there everywhere as I have told you. So in your science, in your social science, in your science you read about soil erosion. In social science too you read about land degradation, right? So planting of trees are like shelter belts to protect the washing away of the top layer of the soil. And they also provide us fruits and vegetables, isn't it? We enjoy the fruits and vegetables that we get from trees. And it also stops floods. Trees do help us to prevent floods. Okay. And as I told you, we do get lot of medicines from tree. There are lot of medicinal plants. You might have seen many medicinal plants around your house. You might have in your own homes too, right? And you also might have many trees around your house. Mango, papaya, neem, peepal, right? And we enjoy when we get the fresh cool breeze in the morning, isn't it? And they also provide us cool shade. We enjoy the shade of the trees, right? So children, the benefits of trees are innumerable, right? And therefore, you can also see the caption there, plant a tree, save our earth. Each one, plant one. So these are some of the slogans we come across while we celebrate Van Mahotsav in our school, and when we observe days like tree plantation camps, or maybe the programs of the government like the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan or the Jal Shakti Abhiyan, and we do plant trees in the campus of our school. And also you are encouraged by your teachers to plant trees in your neighborhood and create awareness. Okay, we must plant lot of trees around our house children, because we all know that we are facing a lot of environmental challenges these days. And do you know children why this happens? We will try to understand as we try to learn the poem. So let's move on to the poem. So let's look at the first stanza. So please look at the pictures also that I have chosen for you, so that you enjoy reading the poem. Trees are for birds, trees are for children. Trees are to make tree houses in, trees are to swing swings on. Isn't that exciting children? Here tree house means a house or room built on the top of trees. You might have seen houses on tree tops, especially when you are in resorts or you are in an eco-friendly atmosphere. People build houses on the top of trees for them to go and stay. It's a small house children, wooden house. Sometimes children also make houses on trees when they play around trees. And they enjoy staying on the houses, tree houses. So, in the first stanza, the poet tries to tell us that trees are for birds. Have you seen birds making nests on trees, children? As you can see in this picture, they do lay eggs. They nurture their young ones on trees. And also, children play under tree. You all love playing under trees, isn't it? You do play hide and seek. You play many games under trees. And you love running around trees, isn't it? So trees are for birds, you know, thousands of birds across the world. They have their shelter on trees. And thousands of children across the world enjoy playing under trees. And human beings, including children, make tree houses. And they love staying there, spending time in the lap of nature. And children, how can I forget the swings on trees? I still remember my childhood when we used to swing that are there on trees. Many of you might have made swings with the help of ropes on trees. And especially during the spring season when there is greenery around, you enjoy swinging on trees, on the swings that have been made for this purpose. I have also enjoyed swinging on trees when I was like you. So, it's so exciting to know that trees are for all, isn't it? Trees don't discriminate, children. Trees are for birds, animals, human beings, insects. Everybody benefits from trees. Okay? It's for all the creatures. So here the poet tries to tell us that trees are so friendly. Trees are everybody's friends. Okay? So let's also be friends with trees. Now children, let's move on to the next stanza. Trees are for the wind to blow through. Trees are to hide behind in hide and seek. Trees are to have tea parties under. Trees are for kites to get caught in. Now, as we move on, children, the poet has tried to make the poem more and more interesting by telling us the benefits which we receive from trees. Here, the poet tries to tell us trees are for the wind to blow through. Children, when the wind blows, how do we come to know? The branches of the trees, they sway from one direction to another, and we feel the cool breeze, the fresh, air, and we can see the trees, dancing along with the wind. But sometimes when the wind is very heavy, children, what happens? They can even uproot the trees. So they are really dangerous. But cool breeze, they really refresh us. And the winds blow through trees. And then you all play hide and seek under trees, isn't it? And you enjoy. Trees are so big, so huge. The trunks of the tree are so big that you can hide behind them and nobody can see you, isn't it? That is how you run around and enjoy playing hide and seek. And what do the elders do? They have tea parties under the trees. They enjoy their tea and snacks sitting under the shade of trees. You might have seen many people sitting under trees and playing too. Especially when we go to the villages, we see people sitting under trees and having discussions, having tea, having parties, right? And the most exciting thing, you all enjoy flying kites. And what happens sometimes, children? When you fly kites, your kites get stuck on the trees. And when your kites get stuck on the trees, what do? You quickly run there and try to climb the tree to get your kite back. And you enjoy doing so. Climbing up on trees, getting back the kites. Isn't it really exciting, children? So, we try to move to the next stanza now. Trees are to make cool shade in summer. Trees are to make no shade in winter. Trees are for apples to grow on and pears. Trees are to chop down and call timber. Children, did you note the way timber has been written there? Isn't that funny? Here the poet tries to tell us trees provide us shade. Shade means a place that is cool away from sunlight. So when it is very hot in summer, we prefer being under the trees as they give us shade and we feel so cool under trees in summer. Pears, a fruit that is yellow or green outside and white inside. You You all might have tasted pears, children. Apples and pears, fruits are really healthy and important for your growth. Chop means to cut. Timber, large piece of wood. So why the poet has written timber in a funny way, children? Because human beings cut down trees to make furniture, construction purpose, buildings, industries, factories, okay? And these days, human beings are cutting down trees in large numbers without thinking of the consequences it is going to have on our life. Children, you all might have learnt about the challenges we are facing, the environmental challenges. Deforestation, that means cutting down large number of trees, has put our life in danger. We are facing problems like global warming, pollution, ozone layer depletion, isn't it? So, timber for human being to meet their personal desires, right? Trees must be protected for our own betterment. So, the poet here says that during winter, trees make no shade. What does this line mean, children? In winter, we all know that trees shed leaves, don't they? And you can see lot of leaves fallen on the ground. And in winter, the weather is cool. And so the poet says that we don't need cool shade in winter. And the poet says that the trees, don't provide shade in winter. And, the sun tries to provide us a little bit of warmth through its rays, right? And also the poet says trees provide us fruits, apples, pears. And here you should know about the fruits we get in our own islands. What are the fruits, children? You might be having banana tree around you, guava tree, okay? Papaya, mango, isn't it? Pineapple. So these are the fruits which we find in our own islands. So we must have seasonal fruits. We must enjoy seasonal fruits and the local fruits, children. So whatever fruits we get in our islands, we must have them. Okay, as they will keep us healthy and fit. Now let's move on to the next stanza. Trees make mothers say, what a lovely picture to paint. Trees make fathers say, what a lot of leaves to rake this fall. Now children, as I told you, trees are for all, for children, for elders, for birds, for animals, right? So here rake means to sweep or to clean. Now what do mothers feel about trees? They feel, trees are so beautiful, so green, okay? And they feel like painting a picture of trees. Beautiful scene, beautiful picture, okay? And what do fathers feel? Fathers are tired of picking up the leaves, the fallen leaves. As I told you, children, during winter, the trees shed leaves. And you can see a lot of leaves fallen on the ground. And the fathers are tired of sweeping and cleaning the leaves, picking up the fallen leaves. Isn't that a Herculean task, children? Isn't that boring? To keep cleaning and picking up all the time the leaves that have fallen from the trees. But trees are wonderful, isn't it? So I hope you have understood all the stanzas, children, that we discussed right now, and what are the benefits of trees. So these were some of the activities that happens under and around trees. We had also tried to look at the benefits we get from trees, children. They provide us cool shade, they provide us fruits, isn't it? And mothers enjoy painting trees, pictures of trees. Okay. We also get, timber from trees. Children, and timber is used for making furniture, for making buildings, okay? And also the paper of your textbook, of your notebook comes from trees, okay? So there are so many other uses, children. I have told you, we do get medicines from trees, okay? They make the place clean and beautiful, isn't it? They make the place green. They provide us fresh air, isn't it? And we enjoy being with trees. So let's now try to understand, children, what is the message that the poet has tried to give through this poem. The poet has tried to tell us that trees are for everyone, for all the creatures on the earth. They do not discriminate between anybody. The benefits of trees are equal for everybody. They are wonderful gifts of nature. And what is our role, children? We had learned about deforestation and cutting down of trees in large numbers by human beings. So the poet has tried to tell us that we must protect trees. We must plant more and more trees to make the place clean and beautiful, and also to make the environment, fresh and green for all. We are also facing the challenge of pollution, children. Right. So the message is we need to protect trees. We need to plant more and more trees. We need to create awareness about trees, isn't it? And we must be friends with trees. So we must be an aware citizen of the nation and help in the Swachh Bharat mission, the Jal Shakti Abhiyan, where more and more trees are being planted. In our own city, if you read newspapers, every day, there are news regarding planting of fruit-bearing trees to make the city more beautiful, to help people benefit from the trees. Okay, so I hope you have understood the message of the poem. So I request you to read the poem very carefully, line by line. And as you try to read the poem, children, you must try to learn new words. You must try to find out the meanings of the words from the dictionary and write down in your notebook. And you must learn a lot of new words, children. And you must also learn to appreciate the poem. And as you learn poem, as you enjoy learning poem, you can sing the poem, you can chant it, you can learn the poem by heart, and also try to write small poems right from your middle classes. That is how you become more and more creative. Now when you have learned this poem about trees, you can also write poems about maybe air, about the sun, Okay, maybe about the moon, right? You can write poems on birds. Okay, simple poem. You can use rhyming words. You all have learned what are rhyming words in your previous lessons. So while you're writing poem, you can use rhyming words. So that is how you can become more creative and you can do your writing part in the best way and you can score good marks. I'll see you in the next class with a new topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.